I first climbed this mountain above the fall,
Recalculating AI pattern. Adjusting.
here is a metaphor
Adjusting.
worth taking in.
Complete.
You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Hello, Fenrir.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know, Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
You're treading on very personal territory. Back off.
Okay. You're not ready to have this conversation. Whatever you believe, we will accept you for who you are. Synth or human.
Dude, spare me the lecture.
Fine. But Acadia is still open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Kasumi is usually working down below, whenever you wish to see her. Did you need anything else before you go?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
Fallout 4 Winter.
So, everyone here in
Yes.
Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them. You're from the Commonwealth, like Kasumi,
With snow and radiation.
yes? I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
Snow.
I'd like to hear about your experiences first.
After I left the Commonwealth, it was decades before I met another of my kind. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm a prototype. I escaped long before synths could pass for human. I thought the person I was talking to was deluded at first, And then I realized the truth. That we were the same. I didn't know it then, but that's when Acadia really started.
Snow is.
Take
I
your
have enough in my
time.
Skyrim.
Well, I know Nick, obviously.
Yes. Of course. What else can I do for you?
Oh, I understand.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you
Okay.
feeling all right?
I'm fine.
Mission set is active. New mission objective received.
You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Is having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
Energy. Output on these things are terrible.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Fine. It's your choice, Kasumi.
Thank you. Now, I just have to figure out how to... Wait. Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island?
빅산 방송 너무 재밌음. 키키키.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can, but that's not
내
much to
과거를
go
보는
on.
것 같아.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
후.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
All right. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
A moment, please.
야매 팀메어만이 그를 구원할 것.
What is it?
I owe you so very much,
원격
and I
치료.
do not mean to sound ungrateful, but I fear I am barely holding myself together.
그것도 쉽지는 않을 것 키.
Go on.
Becoming a saint is just so much. At first it was a struggle just to master basic functioning. How to brush the teeth, how to operate with only two hands, etc. But now I am full of inconsequential thoughts, feelings. How do you do everything with this whirlwind in the head?
What sort of feelings?
I don't know. I think anger, fear, happiness, but I'm not sure. They're so new.
I just deal with it. It's part of being human.
You have had your whole life to adjust. For me, it comes at me all at once. You make it look so effortless, like breathing. But for me, it is so hard to focus, to do research, and
홀아웃사는
inspiration is as
확실히 동료들
elusive
하고
as ever.
상호작용하는 게 꽤 재밌음 키.
I fear I will never contribute anything to the world.
Science isn't the only way you can help the Commonwealth.
Perhaps you're right. And together, we have done much good. The saving grace in all of this is you. As a robot, I had much appreciation for you. But now, it is
배드타임까지.
deeper. I am still loyal, but now I do this because I want to. Because you are my friend.
You're my friend too, Curie.
This stirs something in me. I have no idea why. I must cut this short. My eyes, they are malfunctioning.
키리가 좋긴 하지.
Adieu.
목소리도 좋고. 신세인 것만 빼면.
Mission deactivated.
Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible. Thankfully, she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth, and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth, and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
New mission objective received. Mission set as active.
Excuse me.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can, but no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
I don't do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought of that. How does 100 caps sound?
Didn't you say this might be dangerous? 100 caps seems a little light if danger is involved.
Well, yes, there is that possibility. Would 200 caps be more agreeable?
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
New mission objective received. Mission set as active.
Hey, Dima.
Is there anything I can do?
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. For Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself, her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
I'm getting sick of this whole noble leader bullshit from you, Dima. Now stop hiding and tell me the truth.
All right, you've made your point. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island, shortly after we built Acadia. Between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin's goodwill were supposed to keep them safe.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know what's in them.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow Tectus to get his hands on them.
You left your memories behind? How does that work?
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I began using computer banks to expand, to give me room to ponder, see new things. I had to leave some of my earliest memories behind when I left the sub-base to the Children of Atom. I thought they were safe.
You're keeping Far Harbor safe, is that it?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to choke more and more of the island. So I proposed a trade. We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline to the outside world. A safe dock, and a place to buy supplies. Unfortunately, the Children of Atom view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us at odds.
The children of Adam on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different. But who am I to judge? I was using a submarine base as a home when Martin and his followers stumbled inside. They had been cast out of Far Harbor for their beliefs. When I left to found Acadia, I knew the base would be in safe hands. They needed a home, a place to belong, just like I did. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus, wants to finally end the feud with Far Harbor by letting the fog swallow them.
I see. So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost, and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer to solving this conflict without bloodshed.
You'll have to get through the Children of Adam's base. You're new on the island, so you might be able to pose as a recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachments. The program will give you access to the terminal. Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax then. The program will explain things to you as you need them.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Adam at bay. But that means you'll have to get past them yourself. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the Children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the Children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the Children of Adam, of course.
About the Children of Adam, what do you know about them?
Well, I heard about them a little bit back in the Commonwealth. Radiation worship, something like that. I wasn't in Far Harbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I overheard someone talking about killing a Child of Adam missionary. I can see why Dima would be worried. We just need to make sure we know he's not up to something else.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? Well, how would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
So, say I get the memories. What then?
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of the children of Adam. Or Far Harbor, even. And if Dima really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him with.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure out things from there.
Good luck.
Mission objective completed.
내 기억보다 더 깨끗한 얼굴이네요.
New mission objective received.
이것저것 계속 정리해왔으니까 큐. 저놈도 왔네.
Mission set is active.
탐정 그만둔 건가? 여기도 같이 탐정 1회로 온 거 큐. 하스미 추적 큐. 에이다 정도 빼고 다 데려온 건가 지금 내가 큐.
Clickety click, clickety clack.
Awful lot of rads around. Should get out of here.
동료는 없다. 노예들 큐. 전 동료를 안 데리고 다닌 대신에 강한 무기 하나를 선택했습니다. 중요할 때 가끔 트롤할 때도 있으니. 그렇긴 한데 폴아웃 사는 동료들이 상호작용이 꽤 재밌어서 큐. 부정은 안 합니다.
Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end.
I love this breeze. It's really warm for this time of year.
A lot of people out here could use a hand.
Are you certain I'm the man for the job?
Been too long since I picked a fight. Anything I can do? You just say the word.
New location discovered.
게틀링 선질 없애는 모드 깔아서 해보니 너무 사기. 결론관. 그거 한번 넣어봤다가 뺀지 오래 큐. 총 하나 추천해 주십시오. 저는 주력은 M4A1 256킬. 근데 총 모두 추가 안 한 지 오래돼서 요즘 나온 총은 전용 오르묘 킬. 이관 단총을 좋아하는데.
Is that your Geiger out here checking? Or are you just glad to see me?
out of here.
K2를 킥.
See a lot of folks at the
우유기 이 파워하머가 있었구만.
The open road and a loaded weapon. Doesn't get much better than this.
Welcome back, Pilot. I've missed you. The controls are yours.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of cabs.
Are you sure there isn't someone more suited to all this?
파워버 랑스파월드 랑수지명 유니크
Don't forget to
파워하머가 있었으래.
I'll put you something else.
넥서스 찾아보니 무슨 톱스처럼 생긴 놈들 뿐이네.
Show me anything for you, mistress.
K2 찾아보겠습니다요.
Me? I'm very successful.
K2 라니 키. 듀라이플로 해야 나올걸요. 팬님, 출첵 링크 해도 돼. 링크 상관없으며 키읔. 링크 제한한 적 없음 키읔. 링크. 오늘 올라온 K2 나드로치 약팀 하이 보잉 더 파워하머는 풀 76 파워하머던가 니은 그냥 파워버 유니크 큐 파워버 빙도장 T51 S팀만 쉬운 거 아하 유니
New location discovered.
nice day. Welcome back, pilot. I've missed you. The controls are yours.
Is that your power line you're breaking? Or are you just glad to see me?
Naughty word, but wouldn't want to leave the good stuff.
마이얼럭 알시타키. 그리고 날라댕기는 것들 실타키. 근본인디 그게. 저는 나드로치예요. 나드로치도 날라댕김 키. 나드로치 약팀 키. 키키키. 확실히 난 데바드 콜 데미지 시스템이 좋은 키. 좀 빡시긴 한데 재밌음 키.
New location discovered.
오늘 저녁 되니까 베데스다 방송 겁나 늘었네.
That's how we do things around here.
요즘은 꽤 늘었음 키. 한동안 방송 엄청 없더니 요즘은 꽤 많음 키. 스트리머들도 세대 교체가 된 듯. 길게 하는 사람이 적어서 그렇지 킬.
Keep looking.
Someone's coming.
Perhaps I should bring out a sensor of air.
술값보는 하고 싶어도 못하는 날이 많고 킬.
When I thought we were getting along.
날씨 모드가 확실히 중요하긴 하다. 디비드
Caution is recommended.
이거 이름이 뭐였더라?
Calamity withers.
칼라미티에서 날씨 모드 중에서 최근에 나온 모드 기나.
Good pickings?
날씨 바꾸고. 하하버 아군이 확실히 바뀐 게 느껴지는구먼 킬. 스카이림도 NAT 3.03 그거 아주 두꺼만 킬. 마트랑 낙랑 같은 모더임. 이름이 비슷하다. 그건 모르겠음 킬.
Got it.
Scanners are picking up a growing feral ghoul in the area.
Safety off. Playtime's over!
There is something nearby. Identity.
역시 남이 방송 보는 게 재밌어.
Activating neurological feedback loop block.
난 솔직히 모드질 좀 잘 된 방송 봐야 재밌던데 요즘은 킬. 눈이 높아진 것도 있고 킬. 바닐라 빼고는 다 재밌음.
We need more.
그 방송 스트리머만의 개성들이 있어서.
This is nice, isn't it?
난 뭐 예전부터 외국인 한국인 안 가리고 베데스다 게임 방송을 많이 봤었어서 킬.
Hold up! I've been chasing those ghouls for weeks. Waiting for an opening.
난 그냥 이놈이 맘에 안 들어.
Pick anything good?
점점 방송들이 켜지고 있구먼. 새벽 양반은 문제 좀 해결했나? 겁나 켜짐 키키키. 베데스다 대충추전국 시대. 스타필드 연기돼서 그 시대가 좀 길어질지도 키. 오 야매님까지 방송.
Question mark.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
멍때리다 감기가 든거 보니
New location discovered.
Come to mom.
콜로우사 스트리머 2-3명 정도 더 늘었으면 좋겠네. 다들 스카이림 중 키키키. 검은 운동장 큰 양반이랑 곳이 큰 양반 정도입니다. 운동장님은 종교 스트리머이신 것 같아. 호시사마님은 엘더 스크롤 더 많이 하는 느낌. 그렇게 보면 나도 스카이림 더 많이 허지키. 방송 꾸준한 건 나만 한 사람이 없긴 하지만 키. 근데 팬니르님은 어차피 하루 번갈아 가면서 하는 거라서. 거의 반반. 아님 난 하루 LESE 하루 LESE 하루 콜아웃사 그런 식으로 함키. 스카이림을 확실히 더 많이 함키.
Ton of them.
뭐여 키키키. 참 부대였네. 내리는 이틀 낮방송.
It's nice out.
Can't wait to get out of this
SE는 이틀 저녁
goddamn
방송.
heat.
Stays hidden forever. Not if I have my say.
콜아웃사는 하루 저녁 방송. 방송. 그런 식인 키.
Have a nice day.
You're very handy, Mum. And I should know. Aha!
A stranger came to town and might help you. That's the best I can offer.
You have to help us.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
There are no police.
Fully stocked.
There has to be something to investigate.
A stranger came to town and might help you. That's the best I can offer.
Ah, you there.
The hull needs mending. You know, it just don't build itself. I need proper
Protect your
wood,
loved ones with my
steel,
fine
nails,
hand.
the like.
Nobody asked you to cobble together that stupid wall. You want yourself commodities? You know how to get them.
Mags is selling everything, taking the first boat out.
Lost my
Another coward who don't have the guts to fight for what's hers. Her family's all gone. Nothing's keeping her here anymore. Says we're fools for staying. Well, maybe I'll stake her land once she leaves.
I wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground. The hero of our saga returns triumphant. I bet the island didn't see that coming. It's only right you get paid for your troubles. Here's 200 caps for you. I think I deserve more than that. I suppose I could part with a little more. Here's another 100 caps. I've been thinking about what's next, and then it came to me. We all love our grandparents, don't we? Kind, gentle, doting, love to spoil you. You'd never want something awful to happen to them. Nobody would. That's why it broke my heart when I lost Grandpa George.
그나저나 그 카페 회사에서 시간 많은지 방송 많이 하네.
What happened to him? He had a farm, little ways north of here. Lived a peaceful life, working the land and not causing anyone trouble. The island sent something after him. A huge monster, mean as spit, and with claws to snap steel beams. A fog crawler. Grandpa bravely stood his ground. A shotgun in his hands, holding off that terror while the farmhands fled back here. If you can take out that shell-backed devil, it'll send a message loud and clear that says the Daltons never forget when they've been wronged. Where can I find this farm? Follow the coastline to the north.
The fog crawler at the farm? It's already dead.
Wonderful. That's another chapter successfully concluded. You truly are the heroic avenger I hoped you were. With that fog crawler gone, we can send some folks up there to get the place ready for it. That's right. The farm is yours.
your own little piece of the island. It'll take work to get it up and running again, but you'll have help. And here's another 200 caps in gratitude for your service to the great Dalton lineage.
Surely a heroic avenger deserves more than 200 caps.
I can agree to that. Here's another 100 caps. Now, I don't have to tell you that the bonds of blood and family are strong as any a person can know. But if you ask me, the strongest among them is the bond that exists between two married people. That's why the last part of this tale is the hardest one for me to tell.
You were married. What happened?
My late husband, Daniel, was the best fisherman this island ever saw. He and his crew had a favorite fishing spot out by Brooks Head Lighthouse. One day, a day I'll never forget. I see Danny's boat pulling up with his crewmen all shouting and carrying on. Turns out some trappers moved into the lighthouse. No doubt because the island told them to. They're all crazier than a bag of mole rats. Their leader was having a little target practice. Shot Danny right between the eyes. Killed him, just like that. You go and get that son of a bitch. You make him pay for doing the island's bidding.
How do I get to the Brooks Head Lighthouse?
It's southwest of town, not far from the quarry.
I'll make that trapper pay.
All right, then. Remember, trappers may be half crazy from the fog, but they still know how to use a gun.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs.
Mariner.
You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
Can you tell me about the tannery?
A man named Paulie used to camp there. Very handy fellow. Fog rolled in a year back. He had to pull up his stake. He left the harbor recently, so everything that's there is fair salvage.
Here are your tools.
A fair bit of luck running into you. Here's your reward. Well earned. And now to work in the hull.
Mission objective completed. Level increased.
Fog. It's dangerous, okay?
Avery.
I'll be straight with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. That I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you, if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
What exactly do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
What exactly are these fog condensers? How do they work?
Well, I'm no engineer, but the way it was explained to me, each fog condenser pulls in the air around it and then condenses it into liquid. The point being, the fog doesn't get past them. They make a barrier that protects the town. No fog means that all the nasty things living in it stay in it. They don't venture out too often. The fog's their home, I guess. The fog condensers eat up a lot of power, but we've got a wind farm that takes care of that. As long as the turbines stay charged, we stay safe.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
New mission objective received. Mission set as active.
You're back. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Who said I was a detective?
Mayor Avery said that someone new had arrived on the island, investigating a missing person. That must be you. I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who are your employers?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you right now. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Where is it again?
The Cliff's Edge Hotel, just up the coast from town. You really can't miss it. Shall we be off?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
Mission set as active.
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signs
You need it?
are an eyesore.
Bait shop's got it.
But they sure bring in the business.
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
If that synth got lost somewhere on the island, he could be in real trouble. Don't you care about that?
Look, friend, no offense. What I care about is my business.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell me anything else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find the Sid.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
Relax. I'll take care of this.
Sorry. My nerves are a little shot right now. Look, if you're really going after that synth, pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
All this walking's wearing me out. Right behind you.
Is that your Geiger I heard breathing? Or are you just glad to see me? Let's do it.
New location discovered.
Adjusting power consumption output algorithms.
We heading out?
I love this breeze.
Mistress!
Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable gear you're lugging, just let me know.
저번 방송에서는 폴아웃 4 조금 CTD 나더니 오늘은 괜찮네 킬.
What I wouldn't give for a good
Is that your Geiger I hear clicking? Or are you just glad to see me?
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Man, what a day.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is
치곤. 방송 겁나 많네. 큐. 오히려 주말보다 많은 듯. 큐. 최근에 방송이 늦긴 했음 큐.